Hello everybody and welcome to winter. Today is the 21st of February 2025 and technically this is the very first video I'm actually making of 2025, and as you can tell what's on the ground, there's a lot of snow and a lot of ice, and it is bitterly cold, I can tell you that. It's currently minus 9 degrees Celsius right now, which is 16 degrees Fahrenheit for those people over there. On the American side, all those people are still that old, they still use the old imperial version and not the metric system. I can still use both, thankfully. I guess Generation X kind of uses both still. So anyway, right behind me is, this is basically the inner wall of Port Colborne, and we've got the mill just behind me as well, and it is just sheer ice right now, solid ice. I don't think I've seen this much ice on Lake Erie since 2014, which was the year when we had the ice caves. So anyway, I can also tell you, as of yesterday, it's announced that the lake coverage of ice is 95% covered. Lake Erie is now 95% covered in ice. 9,443 square miles of ice. 24,457 square kilometers of ice on Lake Erie. So anyway, what am I doing here in Port Colborne? Well, I wanted to come and check out the winter layups. We do have 3 vessels here in Port Colborne, which are laid up. We've got 2 just in the town and 1 further up beyond the Bascule Bridge. And we're going to go up there later on. So we'll concentrate on the first 2 down here, which are in the town. We'll get a couple of shots of them. I'm going to get the drone up, and the reason why it's took so long for me to get down here to do this is because the weather hasn't cooperated at all this winter. It's probably snowed or been very, very windy nearly every day I've been off in the last 6 weeks, so it is bitterly cold. I'm going to take you now into Port Colborne, and I'll show you a couple of the vessels here, a couple of the ships. They're on winter layup, so join me. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nigel. I'm also known as a Lake Erie vlogger, and today it's winter and I'm in Port Colborne. Now, I think the viewers of my channel that do not live close to the Great Lakes, especially in this area where I am, are going to find this quite fascinating. You're so used to seeing the ships being moving around on open water, usually nicer weather, milder weather, but now you're going to see it in the dead of winter, which not many people get to see unless you live around here. So with the magic of YouTube, I can now show you what a winter layup looks like in Port Colborne. And I think a lot of you might be surprised, because I know a lot of you don't live anywhere near the water. They don't live near the Great Lakes. They live on the East Coast, West Coast of the United States and Canada, and also Europe, Great Britain, and Australia, and places like that. So for those people watching, I hope you enjoy this video. Well, what a great backdrop I have behind me. What a fantastic view that is. CSL's Thunder Bay, Canada Steamship Line's Thunder Bay, the Trillium class vessel which sails the Great Lakes, and it's a beast on the water. And right now she's here in Port Colborne on winter layup and encased in ice. So what I want to do right now, while the winds are light enough, is get the drone up and have a good look at her. But don't worry, straight after that I have another vessel right next to me, which I'll show you very shortly. But in the meantime, let's get the drone up and have a look around Thunder Bay. So joining CSL Thunder Bay here at the Port Colborne winter layup is the Equinox class Algoma Sault. Like Thunder Bay, she's now encased in a lot of thick ice here on the entrance to the Welland Canal. So like we just did with Thunder Bay, let's get the drone up and have a good look around the vessel, top, bottom, as much as we can in these great conditions. Enjoy. All right, there you have it. 2 out of 3 vessels down here in Port Colborne. We just had the CSL Thunder Bay and then the Algoma Sault, but there's one more. And I gotta drive up now to the other side of Port Colborne, just up here the other side of the Clarence Street Bridge, which you can see there. And then Lock 8 is there. And just on the other side of Lock 8, just beyond the Bascule Bridge, is another Algoma vessel. Now, if you've looked into the description of the video, you'll know what it is. But for those people who didn't bother reading the description, it'll be a surprise for you. So let's head out there and go and find that last vessel here on Winter Layup here in Port Colborne. Well, what do we have here then? The old rusty bucket. I think I'll just try and obscure the shot a little bit. Okay, what is it that's behind me? Any guesses? A bit blurry? All right, I'll reveal it. Algoma Buffalo. That is the third ship that is on Winter Layup over here in Port Colborne. And this one's got a lot of activity going on it right now. I've just driven up here and there's a lot of people working on it. There's a lot of movement on the bridge. There's a lot of cables and everything being attached to it. So it must be going under some restoration work, some retrofitting or whatever. But it's definitely a lot of activity taking place on this ship. So anyway, without further ado, let's get the drone up and have a good nosy. Alright, that is it from Port Colborne. I'm done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video of the winter layup of vessels here in Port Colborne. It's been bloody freezing. I can't wait for the warm weather to get back. I'm not enjoying being out looking at ships when it's in like -8, 9, 10 and so on with snow on the ground. Really looking forward to getting back out on the sea-doo. sky is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully early April. It's all going to depend on whether the ice melts quick. And also, whilst I was filming this video and making it, it was just announced that the canal is expected to open for the 2025 shipping season on March the 22nd. But that is all subject to the weather conditions, of course. So what we really need right now is a lot of warm weather in early March to warm the place up and let the ice melt. So there you have it. Anyway, until the next video, which I'll be making hopefully soon. I still have 1 or 2 more from 2024 to put out to tie us over until the canal opens. But until then, stay safe, take care of one another, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.